The global stage is set, and the clock is ticking down to the most anticipated sporting event in history. We are diving straight into the massive financial headache brewing in New Jersey as World Cup fans face absolute sticker shock, with parking spots hitting a staggering $225 at American Dream. Officials are finally exposing the reality of transit costs and limited access, as the host committee and NJ Transit prepare for the massive influx of visitors to MetLife Stadium.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
On the pitch, the legendary Lionel Messi and his Argentina squad are looking to make history as they kick off their title defense in Group J. They are set to face off against Algeria, Austria, and a motivated Jordan team making their first ever World Cup appearance. It is a star-studded path that could cement Messi as the greatest of all time. But first, he must navigate a group that is hungrier than ever to topple the defending champions. The battle over the bill is intensifying as New Jersey Governor Mikie Sherrill joins Senator Chuck Schumer in a fierce standoff against FIFA over transportation security costs. With NJ Transit facing a $48 million price tag to shuttle fans, the governor is demanding that FIFA chip in rather than passing the burden to local commuters. FIFA is pushing back, claiming their agreements were clear, but the standoff is threatening to turn into a major political and economic showdown. Finally, the pulse of the Brazilian nation is clear as a new Datafolha survey shows a majority of fans are demanding to see Neymar back in the yellow and green for the 2026 tournament. Coach Carlo Ancelotti has the pressure of a nation on his shoulders as he prepares to reveal his final roster for the world to see. Stay locked in for all the developments, and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with the bell notification turned on to never miss a beat. Ever imagined paying $225 just to park your car? That's not a luxury valet service. That's the reality for fans heading to the World Cup in New Jersey. With the official transportation plan dropping this Friday, the sticker shock is already setting in. We're looking at a logistical nightmare where your parking spot at the American Dream Mall carries a premium price tag, and you'll need a match ticket just to snag one of those precious few spaces. And if you think skipping the car is the savvy move, think again. With walking strictly prohibited and, frankly, dangerous around those massive, high-speed roadways, your options are limited to ride shares, chartered buses, or rail travel that could set you back a cool $100 for a round trip from Penn Station. Governor Mikie Sherrill is taking a firm stance here, insisting that New Jersey commuters shouldn't be picking up the tab for FIFA's massive event. She's essentially put the ball in FIFA's court, arguing they should be the ones covering the transit costs rather than the local taxpayer. It brings up a massive question about whether the prestige of hosting the world's biggest tournament is worth the financial burden placed on the average fan. Are we prioritizing profit over accessibility, or is this just the new standard for hosting global mega events? Drop a comment below and let me know. Would you pay over $200 to park, or is this officially the final whistle on affordability? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on this developing story. Sometimes the real game happens off the field, and you won't want to miss where the ball bounces next. Can you imagine the soccer world if Lionel Messi pulls off the impossible? We are talking about becoming the first nation in 60 years to win back-to-back World Cups. The stage is set for Argentina's title defense, and all eyes are fixed on Group J, where the reigning champions face a mix of hungry challengers. Argentina kicks off their campaign against Algeria on June 16th, followed by clashes with Austria and a history-making Jordan squad. It's an intriguing path, and on paper, it looks like a comfortable cruise to the knockout stages. But as we know, the World Cup doesn't care much for paper predictions. This tournament is arguably the final piece of the puzzle in the never-ending debate. Is Messi the undisputed GOAT over Pelé or Maradona? If he lifts that trophy again, it might just close the book on that conversation for good. Messi will be turning 39 during the tournament, potentially joining Cristiano Ronaldo in the exclusive club of men to play in 6 World Cups. The roster is a fascinating blend of familiar world-beating veterans and evolving tactical needs, with coach Lionel Scaloni aiming to etch his name alongside Italy's Vittorio Pozzo as only the second manager to win 2 consecutive titles. But let's not count out the underdogs. Algeria is back with veteran leader Riyad Mahrez looking to prove their 2019 African title wasn't a fluke. Austria, under the tactical mind of Ralf Rangnick, is looking to break a decades-long drought by finally pushing past the opening round, while Jordan enters as the ultimate wildcard, making their maiden voyage to the world's biggest stage. Whether you're betting on the dynasty or the Cinderella story, one thing is certain. History is waiting to be written. Who do you think has the heart to spoil Messi's fairy tale ending? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the beautiful game. After all, in the World Cup, the only thing more certain than the drama is that nothing ever goes exactly according to plan. Imagine heading to the biggest sporting event on the planet, only to find out your train ticket costs nearly 10 times the normal price. That is the potential reality facing fans at MetLife Stadium this summer for the 2026 World Cup. With New Jersey facing a massive $48 million bill for transit security and logistics, the gloves are coming off. New Jersey Governor Mikie Sherrill is taking a stand, explicitly telling FIFA, "You are making $11 billion on this tournament, don't stick the local taxpayers with the tab." Here is the breakdown. MetLife is set to host 8 games, including the grand finale. But because parking is being severely restricted, everyone is being funneled into public transit. The proposed solution? Hiking train tickets to $100. Let that sink in. A trip that normally costs $12.90 is ballooning to triple digits just to move the crowd. Governor Sherrill, backed by Senator Chuck Schumer, is having none of it. They have made it crystal clear that if FIFA doesn't pony up, the fans, or at least the state, will be forced to cover it, but they are framing this as a non-negotiable demand for corporate accountability. FIFA, for their part, seems genuinely blindsided. They are pointing back to agreements signed years ago, essentially arguing that host cities have traditionally handled these costs and that they have even lobbied for federal funding to help mitigate the strain. They are also highlighting the massive economic windfall that comes with hosting. But there is a glaring inconsistency here. While other hosts like Qatar or the organizers of Euro 2024 stepped up to provide free transit, or cities like Philadelphia are utilizing federal grants to keep fares stable, the New York-New Jersey corridor is staring down a massive budget hole. It is a classic clash of interests. The world's wealthiest sports organization versus local infrastructure needs. It raises a fascinating question about the true cost of hosting these mega events. Should the cities be treated as partners who get a cut of the profit, or are they just massive billboards expected to subsidize the show? What do you think? Should FIFA be forced to foot the bill, or is this just the price of admission for playing on the world stage? Let me know your take in the comments below. Hit that like button if you want to see more deep dives into the business of sports, and don't forget to subscribe. After all, the world is watching, and right now, the biggest game being played isn't happening on the pitch, it is happening at the turnstile. Is Neymar still the heartbeat of Brazilian football, or is it time for a new era? While the debates rage on, the fans have officially spoken. A fresh Datafall survey just dropped, and it turns out, over half of Brazil is still clamoring to see the superstar back on the biggest stage of them all, the 2026 World Cup. Specifically, 53% of Brazilians want to see him getting the call-up from Carlo Ancelotti. Now, that is a massive show of faith considering the constant scrutiny he faces. Compared to last June, his support has actually ticked up from 48%, while his detractors have dropped from 41% down to 34%. It seems the public appetite for his flair and unpredictability is only growing. We are all waiting with bated breath for May 18, when Ancelotti finally reveals the squad of 26 players who will carry the nation's dreams. This poll, which engaged over 2,000 people across 137 cities, proves that despite everything, the Neymar factor remains a powerful force in the national consciousness. But what do you think? Does he still have the magic to lead Brazil to glory, or should the team be looking toward the future? Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the road to 2026. At the end of the day, football is nothing without the icons who define it. But even icons have to prove they still have that spark when it matters most.